living, I'm picking it up. Okay, filming, recording. Okay. Girl, we just came back from a walk. Okay. This is why I had to expeditiously fucking start speaking, because girl, the thing that I witnessed on the way home was gnarly, dude. Was fucking gnarly. Girl, I'm telling you, we went on like a 4-hour walk. And this girl still is going to harass me. Let me get my coffee. Okay, if I'm going to explain this angle, is because number one, my phone is dying because I just came back from a walk and I've been taking mad pictures of my baby. And number two, I have to just get this out right now. Okay. Happy International Dogs Day, by the way. Everyone, welcome back to the Leah Pod. Okay, let me start over. Welcome back to the Leah Pod. Okay. I'm like losing it. Okay. I need to calm down. Number one, I didn't even know that my neighborhood had like this giant ass Hermes like store. Okay? Cause why would I? I don't. Let me tell you this, because usually I don't even get fazed by designer stuff, and I usually hate Birkins because they look fucking ugly, dude. And like, use it as a bag. Like, if you have a Birkin and if you use it as a bag, cute. But if you're like using it like furniture, like an ornament, not cute. Like, every single bag you have that is designer and like whatever, how much it is, use that bitch. Like, I feel like using it is just so much like prettier than like an ornamental looking one. Like, why'd you even fucking get it if you're not going to use it, you know? So anyways, I don't get fazed by designer stuff, but I was in this Hermes store. I was just walking past it, right? With my dog Rooney, and this man comes out from the store, okay? This man comes out from the store. I don't even know what that design is, but it was very similar to a Birkin, but it was a backpack, okay? And I have to say, I hate giving like designer wearing men their flowers, but that Birkin was used. Okay, that Hermes Birkin, it looked like it was worn, bitch, and like it was a backpack, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of cute, right? But maybe like, I don't know, like maybe that's the design, I don't know, and this is so disgusting to say, but oh my god, it's not because I wanted that bag, it was because he was coming out and his face, like his like whole vibe was tea. Like, it was tea, right? And usually men with a Birkin or men with designer like shit on, I hate, because why the fuck, right? But he was a baddie. Like, a baddie was walking out from an Hermes store with a Birkin backpack that is used, and I was like, that is so period, right? And I was like, that is period. Like, he's kind of cute too. Like, what the fuck? Like, why did I not even like know that this place existed? Because the building dead ass looks like what's that Spanish movie where they have a communal tray of food, and it descends and it's very dystopian, but like the building itself looks dystopian. Like, I don't know what the fuck. But like, no windows and no nothing. Like, Ferragamo used to look like that too. But anyways, the thing is, he was getting, and okay, he had his car parked, and it was like one of those like bunk ass looking cars, like bunk ass as in like Bentleys and Rolls Royces, of those like really like chunky, roundy looking cars. You know what I mean? The reason why I was like, I'm like miserable right now. The reason why I'm miserable is because like in Korea, like there's a word, it's called yobo, and it means like husband or wife. Like people call it to each other when they're like married, right? As he was getting in the car, like he so gently, so like sweetly, so gently and sweetly says, yobo, they don't have it. They said they don't have it. So what has happened was, obviously in this situation, the wife wanted something, right, from the Hermes store, and he drove her there, and he checked inside if they had it or not, and they didn't have it. So he was just reporting back to his wife. Like, do you understand how fucking gnarly I felt? I was like, wow. Like, number one, your face is going to look tea. Your body's going to look tea. And number two, you're going to be kind and nice and, like, actually treat your wife nice. What the fuck is going on? Like, and if he reads, I'm going to literally have to shut down entirely. Because it hit me. It hit me like, because like these days, bitch, I'm like, girl, I was like, all I do is read. Like I read for like 10 hours minimum a day. Okay? It's bad. 10 hours minimum a day. And I don't talk to anyone. Like, and I can proudly say that this is by choice. Girl. But like, I've been like thinking like, do I want to like date? Like, I've been thinking about it because I've been single for a while. And I was like, but I would never want to share my space. So living with a person is a big no. But like, I hate going on dates. So, right? Like, and I hate talking to people. So, like, you know, but I was still like, oh, maybe I should like start like dating because I miss like loving, right? Like loving a person and like sharing the love and what the fuck ever, bitch. And I was like thinking about it, but to see that with my single ass, it was gnarly, dude. Like it literally got under my skin, and on the whole way back, like I was like just like I was like sunk. I was like I was like sunken like this. I'm never like that usually. I feel like these days especially, I'm very much learning how to love myself, and I'm doing it successfully. But sometimes it's like, it's very tricksy as hell of like, I love myself, but I don't like the way I am. It's literally that. It's literally that. And like, bitch, I made a TikTok about this too, but from 1984, like I can't, like I don't know why this became my new hyperfixation and I fucking hate it. But I can't stop reading and rereading 1984. From the part where he wants to kill the girl. And I've been rereading that, and I was reading that today in a park. And that park had a long ass history of, let's say, abuse, right? It just had ties to a very long history of abuse. And I was sitting there just reading it, and it was just directly linked to that park itself was directly linked to oligarchy, not even oligarchy, like dictatorship and totalitarianism and everything like that. And I was reading 1984. It was a bad fucking move. I should not have read it. But it just put me into this weird ass mood anyway, right? That park and the setting, like not the setting itself, but when George Orwell wrote it, it was like kind of like the same time period of when the atrocities happened in Korea. And it was like very much a memorial kind of type beat, you know? And I felt weird. I felt like, I don't know, it felt like my heart was just like ripping open because so many people died. And I think it's just this inherent thing that I have in me that I always want to believe that people are good. People are good out there and people are nice. People have good intentions. But time and time again, very painfully, it shows that they don't. And every single time that that happens, I have a very hard time, I feel like. I think that's why I get a bit, I have a lot of trouble just like staying in social media as well, just like scrolling to TikToks. I can't even do that anymore. Even Instagram, I can't do that because news headlines would upset me too much. I can't watch like TV that is broadcasted because it depresses me. So I only consume the content that I choose, and usually it's somewhere that is a bit liminal, and it's usually books, right? But then whenever and books, of course, is going to be rooted in the writer's author's reality, but sometimes it's pessimistic, but sometimes it's full of hope. And George Orwell was, of course, it's very dim. It was very optimistic and dim at the same time. And like reading that in a place like that, like physically like that, it just like, it like rips something inside of me, I feel. I don't know why, but I just have this like, maybe I'm not being fair, but I just want, and maybe I'm just being greedy, but I have this like belief in my head that people are good, but sometimes it's so hard to think that way because obviously, but yeah. So I was already feeling weird, then I saw that and I was like, oh, like maybe I'm missing out of something like huge. But also, I recently got really into, oh my God, I don't remember the name. But this person was also talking about, like feeling like there's a rule that exists and only they don't know what the rule is. And I'm like word by word, I used to say that too. And I still think that too. Like, I feel like there's like an unspoken rule that everyone just knows and I don't know. And that's why I'm always fucking like pointed out. But after learning that that was kind of a universal thing, it really like made me feel a lot better. What was I talking about? Like, can you tell that like I'm like actively right now in real time getting more and more sad? Like getting more and more depressed. Like, can you tell? Oh my God. And then the Justin Bieber drama, bitch. Controversial or not, I feel bad for Hailey. I feel so bad for her. Actually, I'm gonna like get a bit emotional because imagine the hell she has in her head. I don't know. I feel like it's just gonna be unbearable because imagine I watched the original like 20 something minute YouTube video that was supposed to be the 7-part TikTok. And I like it always goes viral of like how she used to stalk Justin Bieber, and like it's already a known thing, but I feel like people went like crazy ham on this one a little bit more because it has like receipts and receipts and receipts. Like, I don't want to like feel bad because like at the end of the day she's gonna be fine. Like at the end of the day she gonna be fine. But like imagine wanting something for decades. You get the exact thing that you wanted that bad. Like to the point like that's for real. That's for real some hyperfixating shit. Cause okay, this is what I think, right? She's been following the Twitter accounts and like having like she's been having like friends that are like hardcore Justin Bieber stans, right? There's no way that she did not dabble into the fan fictions, right? And the fan fictions are what? Imaginations of like Justin Bieber or like the celebrity being all whatever, right? And it's always going to like you can choose you can choose what you want to read, and it's always going to be very glamorized, a very glamorized version, or like literally glamorized version of the celebrity. And I'm so positive about this because I think I do kind of like have that kind of tendency too, is to blur your reality to the point where you get really sad that it's not true, right? You're so sad the story is kind of fake. I kind of felt that with a lot of books, and I can't talk about Hosier. But imagine you have the means to kind of like legitimately approach the fanfic celeb, right? And then you get married. Like what the fuck? And then you're preggers. You're preggers with the baby, right? But she's still chasing. She's still chasing something. Can you imagine how this is not me trying to be like mean or anything. Like I think yeah, she should not have been doing that, like all the shady shit. When a person wants to, let's say, okay, I'm gonna like have a biblical reference here, but I don't mean it like literally. So you have found the Garden of Eden, right? You made it happen. You're there. You wanted Adam, let's say, and you had the apple. You had everything, but still you're sad. But still, like this is the utopia that you had in your head. You had it, like you have it currently. And it's not just a concept of having it. You literally have a life growing inside of you that is, you know what I mean? And you're still chasing. Where do you go from there? Because where do you go from there? I feel bad. I don't want to feel bad about, like, I know that it's kind of useless for me to feel bad for a celebrity, but it's just like, I feel like it's going to be such hell. And they're both in hell. Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber, they're both in hell. And who built it? I think Hailey built it. She built the hell. How old is she, actually? Because if she's over 25 and... Okay, first of all, let me say this before I Google her age. Okay. I saw, like, the screenshot of her Instagram story of, like, kind of her, like, speaking up. And it was just, like, a screenshot or another image of a phrase or a quote. And when I see shit like that, it's pretty much if they really want to debunk something, they're not going to post a quote. They're literally going to post something that they wrote that is factual, that has receipts and whatever. So seeing that was like, oh, this girl knows. Like, this girl knows, right? Like, she knows what she's doing. It was that. But to post that, I thought it was very a young thing to do. So... But if she's over 25, we're only a year apart. Oh my God. Okay. I can't believe that we're just an year apart. A year, just a year. And also, I thought her dad was Alec Baldwin. Turns out it's not. And I was like, that poor girl, like, her dad had to be Alec Baldwin. Like, cut her some slack. But it wasn't Alec Baldwin, so. But yeah. I mean, I had so much to talk about, but then immediately it all went out the window because I saw that guy getting into a bunk-ass car with a fucking Birkin backpack and talked about Hailey Bieber, and I lost my mind at that fucking park, dude. Like, I lost my marbles in the park because I felt weird. And is Winston going to be my new hyperfixation? Who knows? And I don't want it to be because he's a bitch. But anyways, I feel so tired right now. Thank you for listening. Happy International Dogs Day, March 23rd.